Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Knife's Edge I Balance on here in the Republic of Dithmarschen. I'm your player Skelvin, and I hope you're all doing well today. So, we're just barely keeping these Catholic zealots in check long enough. Stability should return to us, I think, in 1565 if all goes as planned. And there's 1,000 nobles or something in Hamburg, I saw, that were ready to defect. Something like that, anyway. An actual decent size of them. And I think that should be enough to, once again, bring the Catholic zealots under check here. Goddamn, I'm trying to find anything in this, yeah. Bremen, 11%. Plus potentially some others. Wait, no, Bremen. That might be. I've been thinking about Hamburg and, like, extending control and all that. I mean, we're getting there in a lot of ways. You know, the effective control is up to 76. That's pretty good. Alright. Livestock 7 out of 8. Nice. 16 salt. Yeah, keep those bog iron smelters going. Yeah, it is kind of weird, but bog iron smelters actually seem kind of amazing. And it seemed like they were just going to kind of keep getting better. Because even with the upcoming, like, global trade tech, wrong age. I think. No, that's siege artillery. That means global trade. Like, we get another iron output plus 66% here. Basically, every age now, there seems to be a massive bump to iron output. So that's going to end up, I think, being pretty huge for us. Alright, yeah, that literally was enough to even out the Catholic zealots, pretty much. Alright. That ain't bad. Like I said, it's a little tough, but we're getting there. Slowly but steadily. Everyone's just chill. We're still stuck under a problem with the French, but we can live with that. You know? The French have forced us to use French as our court language. And once we get off that, it should get a little better. We hope. Get back down. Alright. But yeah, we need to push for humanist once more in 1565. And I'm hopeful that between then and now, we'll get any event that gives me any amount of humanism. I will be less than 2 short at the end of that. So, this is the best I can do. Alright, it's babbling buffoon. Alright, we've got the rights of the nobility law. Which, as much as I hate to do it, real noble authority. I'm giving out a little bit of authority to the estates, and I have been since this fucking disaster started. Anything to try and give me, you know, a fighting chance here. And to be fair, pretty much the entire country will defect with the Catholic zealots. This is actually a lot better. Only 80 locations. Whew. Good. Really into government? Yeah, money is always good. Like, I've got so much upgrade work I, in theory, need to be doing right now. Or will be soon, anyway. So, research keys are. I just want to go back here and make sure I've got all the building upgrades that I want, you know? Just to make sure. Boudiers, we didn't need those. Trading hub. Yeah, that's something you build in the... You know what? I should have that. I should build that in Lubeck. Local access to raw materials I actually should get. I've learned what that is finally, because I bothered to mouse over this. So, that's going to be 2.5% production efficiency in any province that has its, like, resource. So the Spinners Guild here gets 10% actually because of wool here, which means it'll go up to 12.5%. And I wonder, does that mean that the cloth, wool, you also just use the fine cloth, okay. I thought that was used and made into like something else, but no, okay. Good enough. Either way, so that'll be plus 2.5% for all those, which is not terrible. And it gives me some more time to chill. And, you know, I'm taking a fair bit of chill time right now. Balancing on a knife's fucking edge with these Catholic zealots constantly. Oh, Sigburg. Yes. There's 4,000 burgers ready to defect. Back to our side. Most excellent. Commoners insurgents. Yay! Yeah, we need to get out of this disaster. Mm-hmm. 3,200 burgers in Berlin. Get down there. I should really probably build a road. I actually have a road connection out to here for faster marching. I don't know if the Berliners defected, let's say. Yeah. Looks like they did. Good. Alright. Like I say, we're just trying to buy time, basically, so... A heretic in our university. Yeah, well, sorry, pastors. I need that humanism. I'm sure that will cause me some pain, as a bunch of pastors will then redefect into the Catholic zealots. But, c'est la vie. As they say in our court, because we speak French now. I would be more bitter about it if it wasn't for the fact that I basically did owe so much of my success to France. I'm like, yeah, no, they've earned their right to fuck me. In their own special little way. Yeah, 0.07. It doesn't matter. I think we win. I need to pop out a calculator and check here. There's 26, so I've got 4 years. That's 60 ticks. And I need to go by 26, so I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it would need to be ticking up, like, a lot more than it currently is. That's good. Unless I have to change my values at all back towards spiritualist by more than 3, then we're set. You know? We are actually over our fort limit. Well, Minden doesn't need a fucking fort, so let's tear that down. I think our fort limit is kind of decreasing, so that shouldn't shock me too much. As I slowly strip away our defensive. Although, with that in mind, it may not be a terrible idea for me to pick up, say, Border Wardens. Defensive Bureau. No. Because, yeah, our value is, I believe, right now... Yeah, defense is coming down. Patricians make good points. We'd be chill. We'd be chill. Alright. In 1563, everyone gains 5% estate satisfaction. So. I also bothered to build the Art Academy in Bremen at some point. Poland has declared us our arrival. Yeah, fair enough. $468. God, that is expensive. We're barely over the limit here. Come on. It's not that bad. Alright. I mean, I do intend to fight Poland. Unfortunately, it also means fighting Hungary and the like. But yeah, like I say, we've gotten through... Yeah, whatever. No one's going to attack me. I'm still allied to France. What's one of our better generals? Not bad. Not great, but... I should ideally be trying to recruit some more people into the army as well, if I could. Yeah, the trading I'm building. Good. It's already built. Never mind. So I didn't need that. That's fine, though. Shockingly, I still don't have global trade or artillery. Like, I guess this last level percent does take forever. And once this research queue's full or filled out, I'll probably just embrace whatever's left. I just haven't wanted to because I want to preserve as much stability as possible due to the, you know, ongoing uncertainty and unrest. But... we're free soon. 17th of October. We're free in a few months. Yeah, the Catholic zealots just don't have the time. Alright. Good. Gained a bunch more cores. Yeah, you should come up here and stand here in the core zone. That helps a lot break free. As they lose the satisfaction hit. Oh. Of course, improved Bremen. Electoral administration. This is fine. Our regent's terrible and a Hussite. Okay. A ruler, general, and mercenary. I apparently can only elect from amongst my mercenaries. I think that's because I have lowborns only allowed. So there's actually very few people who... there's actually very few people who are able to run. Ooh. Yep, the heretics must be suppressed. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. We've pretty much succeeded in suppressing the heretics at this point. Like, they need to be at full 1% per month, I think, at this point, in order to fire the rebellion before the end of religious turmoil. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Danish patriots. Alright. Okay, good. The annexation's almost here. Is this before or after? It's gonna be before. Fuck. Alright. Alright, and we can now officially call Parliament into session. I do like that. I actually kind of want to pass whatever I put down, so... And yeah, we're 49%. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I think that's... yeah, that's fine. I don't know, but I'm not going to press anything. I'm going to let, you know, the events play out. Shoot, you know what I need to do as well? I need to change our court language. Which one are we? German, Low German dialect. Okay. Because that means over the next little while, all of our states will get a lot happier. Although we did lose some stability for it. Let's take him in. Alright. At least I'd hoped that's what was going to happen, but apparently not. I don't know. Ooh, Pinneberg. Hey, a core is a core. Get there and get going. Just keep integrating whatever we can. And wherever we can. So, let me see here. You use cloth. Okay. Noted. Alright. That's not too bad. We've apparently got no events for this. Reduce opinion. University in Hamburg, that's fine. Access to raw materials. Yeah, come. Like, I don't actually care that much to build additional universities. They are, I guess, okay because they provide, like, monthly literacy change, but I don't know. None of this seems particularly important. Max literacy for nobles and burghers is meh. Although, it would be nice if I could tell roughly what the max literacy for my burghers is, because that actually might be okay. You know? Yeah, concepts such as, like, finding where I can see literacy around here. But yeah. Now, I don't really have any knowledge or way to check, like, individual literacies, so it's rather difficult for me to be like, ah, yes, this would improve things for these people. Like, you guys? Yeah, your literacy's at 62%. The university gives you an extra 10%. Okay. I think I'm just going to take the estate satisfaction. Well, like I said, let's keep it chill for a little bit. You know, February 6th, 1565. And we put an end to this shit. You know? Alright, 44% Lutheran. Yeah, the Calvinists are converting as well now. That's fine. Like, I'm doing my best to just be chill. And it gets a lot easier once I get rid of religious turmoil. You know? It gets a lot easier once I get confessionalism. And then I can just be like, yeah, there's ecumenism. Everyone is tolerated. Let it go. Again. How? How many favors do I fucking owe you? Like, really? Hang on. No, geopolitics diplomacy. Yeah, please tell me more. Ah, here we are. Last force the country to change its core language to be the same as ours. Okay, so that's where they're getting that. I thought that was the top favors. Fuck. That's a hegemon power. So it's not even worth fighting until they lose that. We'll do our best. Anyway, it's only a few more months either way, even if all this shit continues to be a nuisance. Alright, we've gained Saxony. Just want to check. Rhine Franconian, yeah. They're tolerated. We're good. Alright. Yeah, that's alright. Just a couple more months. 1822, yeah. Okay. Improve opinion with the friend. Oh, Jesus, that's our maximum, huh? French view of Lutheran countries. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I would like to deal with that. Form diplomatic endeavors, so we may secure French friendship and loyalty in the coming wars. Because, great news everyone, push for humanist. Let this end, please. We need 20 stability, damn right we do. $109. All right. Right, so they're still up a lot higher than I anticipate. Like, a lot of their satisfaction in a lot of places should just pull them out now. I may still have to suppress them. Sure hope I don't. Well, Burger's satisfaction's going up. Whole lot. Alright. Dale Marshes. Like I say, lots are in theory leaving. Even with what amounts to... Oh. Hold on. I may need this man. Because I think I need to go back to suppressing the ever-loving shit out of some zealots, actually. If I can't... I apparently can't get a handle on them, so... There, I now have a handle back on them a little bit. Alright. 85 locations. Well, we have a lot more tolerance now. Yeah, there we are. Alright. Let's embrace global trade and get to work. Trade, lead output, iron output. There's something I think was down here. Yeah, RGO size, institution, like that's good. I want to make sure I get those. Start with Spanish Square. Intelligence agency. What have we got here? So that's just going to be counter-espionage, I guess, because none of the rest. Oh no, we should also get spy office. Okay. That would be for Russians. Yeah. Lots of options for the Chinese group there, but not much else. Alright. For now it'll work. Alright, anything else I want over here? Tools workshops. Fine cloth workshops. There. That'll keep me sated for the foreseeable future. Oh, pardon me. Alright. You gain cores. I don't want to go. I don't want to go over there until we have all of the cores. So we'll keep waiting. It should only take a little bit longer. Man, my voice is really dying here. Okay, a bit longer still. On to Brunswick. There's still just a lot of people that are pissed about being conquered, which we're trying to deal with. Random Kurd, congrats. Yeah. Every month the army spends in a new location does help. Yeah, 0.15. We're getting there. We need to get that down to 0.6 ideally, but like losing 20% satisfaction in our pastors is hell. Anyway. Tbukeberg. Alright. Alright, Partram's the core now. Perfect. Integrate there. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. On to the next one. This one's in Emsland. We'll see. Yeah, no. Alright. I guess I rejected whatever was going on up there. I'm too busy paying attention to other things, so. Alright. But yeah, they're down to only 46 locations. The goal really is to just try and get, as few locations to go and pop off with them as possible. I think it's inevitable that they will pop, though. We'll see. The real problem is we still just don't have access to confessionalism. Yeah, it's struggling to escape containment, but it's getting there. You know? Eventually, Ratzeberg and the rest will get there. I think people have probably been using, like, espionage to take it. It's probably the smart thing to have done. I should probably send my troops in here just in case. Even if none of these provinces sit to break away. We want to crush as much of their support as possible. Will you make it in time? Oh, good you will. Then we head down to Brandenburg. Okay, looks like these guys are chill. Alright. Yeah, like lots are still Greater Polish. Those that are still like not damn it, of death. Culturally screwed like that, yeah. Alright. What have we got? Nothing good is the answer. Oh, integration actually dramatically slows. I see. Integrated. Oh, right. Core versus... Right. Because, yeah. Integrated means that they... Yeah, okay. I see. So if I want non-German provinces, I should actually not core them and leave them conquered. That is an option, I guess. What is that? That's fine. Apparently this region still wants to break the fuck free. Fair enough. That to Reuben now. Yeah, province integrations have been going well. Yeah, this is the whole coalition thing. I've been pretty chill for a while, guys. It's looking good. Satisfaction equilibrium's already fucking in the toilet, apparently. So it doesn't even matter. Alright. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, point 15. That brought back a lot of strength for the Catholic Zealots, unfortunately. It's not what I wanted to have happen. Yeah, these guys have a satisfaction equilibrium of 30-fucking-9%. Because of our court language shit. I swear to God. When this wave of humanism's over, we're going right back to spiritual, so I'm gonna fucking convert it. Yeah, improved cultural opinion. Oh, thank God. We can get a religious aspect. So what do we get here? Ooh. Ooh. Good shit. Ooh, good shit. Clergy power 50% sucks, but ooh, good shit. Man. Ooh, crown power's nice. Tolerance of heretical beliefs +1. Individual creeds. Justified conflicts. Nice. This is unpreached registers. Pop join rebel threshold -3%. Ooh. So, what is it currently? 8.64. Can never go below 5. But yeah. So, like, we could bring that down to 5 pretty easily. That's kind of tempting in the current situation. God, I want so many things, but I recognize that the only functional option is to choose something that gives me a monthly religious influence bump. You know? Although -0.10 to rebels would be very helpful. God. Yeah. Peasants would be even happier. How are we not? Yeah, we have a little bit of individualism. I think, honestly, I want to get rid of individualism. I think communalism is fine. And that's okay. You know? So, I'm going to enforce religious unity. Just grant that out. And I think there's even, like, some peasant ones that I could look at. But I think I just dismissed because they were just communal. Nope. You guys don't actually get that much power. So I also maybe just want to grant represented in Parliament for 5%. Kind of tempting. I don't know. Hey, nobles, you get anything that's interesting? No patronage of the arts. No. There's a lot of things I would love to give them, but, you know. There's a lot of things I'd love to give a lot of estates, but I shouldn't. Okay. Religious tolerance. God, maybe. If I did that and freedom to preach, like, that would give me a whack load of tolerance. I don't think that would be enough, unfortunately. Because, like, the people, a lot of their satisfaction reduction basically just kind of comes from Catholicism's view of Lutheranism. Even if I get up our tolerance a little bit, we get like 5% at most. It's not much, you know? If I can get my commoner's estate up, that helps a lot. So. Yeah, the clergy is in general also pretty weak, so I'm kind of okay with this. And some of the things here. Strengthen the faith and communalism. You know, it's not bad. It gives me, yep. Gives me what I need. All right. Well, just a little bit of enforced religious unity. Strengthen the faith. Religious administration. All right. There we go. We're gonna grant all that out. It's not something I necessarily want to do, but it's something you have to do sometimes. God, clergy power plus 50%. I do not want, and traditionalist is also so bad. The proximity cost is so good. Okay. Innovative communalism, pietism. That gives me a lot more religious influence, so it's important. There's max literacy. But come on, really? Even with everything I've given the pastors, it's just not enough, you know? They hate things. They hate because core language is foreign. And realistically, there's just no way I can get rid of it as long as France is the hegemon. I'm sure this won't cause any problems. Yep. Yeah, the Catholic zealots are everywhere. I don't know if I can actually stop them. Like, the thing I needed to stop them was confessionalism. But the game, as it so often does, absolutely does its best to fuck you. Like, unfortunately, you know, I haven't, you know, again, first game, it wasn't something I believed I needed to take care of, but apparently what I needed to do is quickly try and steal confessionalism out of here. Because I just kind of expected that it would spread at a reasonable rate. The first tech in confessionalism, like, fixes so many of my problems. And the moment it is available, I need it. But until then, I just don't think there's much I can do other than fight the fucking Catholics, I guess. You know? I'm aggressively trying to move our society values back towards communalism. Screw pop migration speed. Alright. Nah, we're good. So Bremen, we have like 6 grand. How's development? Well, you have 36 of 38 different shops. Alright, then we can build 2 more. Go for it. And keep going on paper workshops. There's lots to build. Lots to build here in Bremen. And the entire country is in a tizzy. Got a decent conversion rate even though I have humanist. Call the parliament to promote the state religion. I'm gonna be real here, it's not like I tax the clergy anyway. I can't get their fucking opinion of me high enough to tax. Well, technically it's actually 54 right now. Interesting. So I think I can give a tax break to the clergy. Yeah, runs their religion, gives it plus 20. Alright. So. I can't really revoke any privileges anymore, ironically. Because that just pushes us into a civil war. You really do sometimes take for granted. So the problem, of course, is I think Catholics probably have a pretty terrible view of everything. Yeah, Calvinism and Lutheranism have a positive enough opinion of people. Right? That's fine. But unfortunately, because of this negative view that Catholics kind of have with, I think, everything, I'd have to check. And you know what? Maybe I can check on the wiki. I probably will. I'm wondering if there's like a confession of Christianity I could get that no one hates. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been Everly Calvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.